Mm-hmm.
All right, so y'all ready for the penultimate episode of Cape Escape Season 2?
No.
Yeah,
Yes!
no, I mean, I think we're gonna get everything wrapped up in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, if we all die, then it becomes the ultimate episode. That is how that works out. Now, when we last left off, we had just glimpsed the grisly sight of Papa Coyote in his chapel of carnage. But let's put a pin in that for a moment and take a look at a quaint little eatery just up the road in Cape Town called the Double D Diner.
Uh-huh.
Of course it is.
Sandals, would you please swap in your Fugi real quick?
He is swapped in and ready.
All right. Monitor 1 is now on Sandals. Here at the Double D Diner, late at night, far later than most establishments are open. Thankfully, this is a 24-hour roadside attraction, the kind that doesn't really seem to get a lot of janitorial oversight on account of it never being closed. But nevertheless, it serves its function. It's a nice place to grab a midnight meal with your closest friends. And right now, Sandals is grabbing a midnight meal with everybody's friend, Ivan.
Yeah.
They don't seem to mind his peculiar dress code here. He seems to make it work for him.
It's the accent.
It's the accent. Everybody loves it. They go wild.
Well, that's what people in rural California are known to love: foreign accents.
Now, Sandals, what is your late night dinner order du jour?
Yeah, Sandals is eating Sandals has ordered a BLT, but I think somehow it's arrived and it's greasy, and so it's just sitting uneaten on a plate in front of him, probably with a ice cold glass of water in a plastic, Pepsi tumbler, that he's just not consuming at all.
They've got the real old Pepsi containers here. They've still got the Crystal Pepsi branded ones that they haven't sold out of since that last campaign. Oh goodness, it's been a while. Speaking of things that have been a while, it's been about 4 hours since you got here, killing time with Ivan while waiting for the boss lady to show up. I don't imagine Mr. Bueller here appreciates having his time wasted, does he?
I think he's sitting here cross-armed, just staring across the table at Ivan, almost like it's a staring contest that just no one is going to win. Mostly because I assume Ivan doesn't care and is blinking the whole time. And it's just very clear, Sandals, if you pay close attention to him, he's tapping his foot, tapping his finger against his forearm. There's something welling up in there, some irritation, some frustration, as he's just waiting.
Patience, bro. The boss lady moves at her own pace, Many important things to take care of.
Like what? You haven't told me anything, and it's been hours.
That's because Ivan doesn't know anything. Ivan's secret trick cannot say what he does not know.
Of course. I went out on a limb here, and right now it feels like you're just trying to keep me here. And frankly, I don't think this is working out. So maybe there's something better I can do. I'm just done here. And then Sandals stands up and begins to step from the booth.
As you step from the booth, Ivan shakes his head and he says, "Oh, Ivan would not recommend doing that." He then whistles sharply. And he says, "Ivan is not violent man, you see, but Ivan's friends, they are very good at what they do. What they do is not very nice. And as he says that, you see a gleam across the glasses of someone standing just outside the window, standing at attention from Ivan's whistle. You get the impression you're not going to be able to weasel your way out of here, at least not through the front door.
I think Sandals, like, his posture straightens, but he still has that intense look on his face. Just irritated. This has now become a negotiation as far as he's concerned. This is not he is a hostage, that's very clear. But I think he looks down at Ivan and he says, "Has anyone ever told you you're high-strung? I just have to take a piss."
Go piss, bro.
Great. Well, hopefully there's no one waiting with a gun in the bathroom for me then. And then
Yeah.
Sandals kind of turns to walk away.
If they are, it is a surprise to me. Now, let's cut back to Cape Mendocino. And you can go ahead and swap yourself on back to Keaton. We're going to return to the gruesome scene in the prison chapel.
Oh, right. The horrors.
The horrors. We took a brief break from them, but now they're back. They're here for you. And because they're here for you, and we're all here for you, let's have everybody make a sanity check. Yay!
It's fine. That's just a supplementary feature of this game. We don't need to worry too much about them. It doesn't interact with any of the other systems in whatever way.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy, we must have preloaded something real intense because this character sheet's taken a minute to load.
Oh.
Oh boy.
It's trying.
Keaton, that's an 86.
It sure is 98, not an 86.
Oh, 98. That's even worse.
That's really bad.
Oh. Well then, Keaton, you're going to take a full D6 sanity damage. Everyone else, you're going to take 1, because I don't see any other failures here.
Oh, thank
Oh my god.
Fun fact, if you take 5 or more at once, that's an instant break from sanity.
I think Keaton is unsettled. You know, the door has busted open and she's just looking at eye gore and hands from the ceiling. Shit has gotten very real for her very quickly.
But she's fine. This is fine. She's seen worse. She grew up on 4chan, 8chan, 2chan, all the chans. This is nothing. She can keep it in. She's already dealt with a slug today. What's this compared to data slug, right?
I think the thought of the data slug sends a shiver back up her spine.
Gonna be hard eating escargot after this. I don't know if she's ever partaken before, but probably not again. Now, as you behold this ancient, decrepit old man, he rises from his seated position at the ritual circle in the center of the room, and then he looks down at your feet. Who all is wearing shoes?
Oh.
Keaton's got her
Snappers.
big old goth stompers on.
Do we have shoes in prison?
Is this a shoeless prison? That's a good question.
I think they mostly have like flats, like kind of slip-ons.
Uh-huh. You got little prison slippers.
Can't believe you had me wondering about whether or not we wear shoes 30 hours into our universe.
Right?
God damn it.
Got the white Vans on.
Papa Coyote now stands before you, and he looks down, his strangely open eye focusing on Snapper and his shoes. And he says, "You are in the house of God, boy. Take those vile shoes off." Give me a willpower check for Snapper.
Is that just POW?
That is called power, yes, short for willpower.
You really said, what are those?
Oh, geez.
What are those? Snapper, you feel compelled and begin stripping off your shoes immediately.
Yeah, whatever you say.
Dakota, give me a hypnosis check.
Okay.
You know it's gonna be a rough session when instead of the players asking Ka if we can do checks, Ka just tells us to do 50 checks in a row.
Uh-huh.
I passed.
Dakota, you feel a twinge of recognition. You know what's happening here, what Papa Coyote is doing. He's merging the techniques of hypnosis, of suggestibility, with the power of the other side, taking through fear what must normally be surrendered voluntarily. That's fucking terrifying.
I don't think that he stopped Snapper, but he's on his guard.
Toss those shoes over here, boy. We'll add them to the collection plate. And-
These are my favorite.
You feel compelled. You must comply. Now, Javier, Jet, a memory surfaces. A collection of children's shoes in the back room of the chapel at Cape Karma. Strange that that's coming to mind now, of all times. And as Snapper is forced to hand over his shoes, this decrepit old man starts looking around the room, looking to the door that has been trampled down onto someone. And he says, Boy, where are you? Ungrateful little miscreant. But nobody responds to him. It seems whoever he's calling for is either knocked out beneath the door or content to remain there for the time being. Enough of him.
Does Jet even recognize him? Because Jesus Christ, I imagine.
Give me an intelligence check for Jet.
Oh, that's not a great one. Oh.
What? That's an extremely great one. Jet, it all comes flooding back when you look upon him. He looks much older than you remember, but that voice, the things he says, the way he commands those around him. This is Pastor Willis. This is your father. Give me a D6, Jet.
I rolled a 99 on sanity for our
You sure did.
listeners. It seemed appropriate to roll sanity.
Uh-huh.
Don't tell on yourself.
Oh, 2. All right, you take 2 sanity damage.
Uh-huh.
No immediate violent rage. You are not forced into a psychotic break, but you're really feeling it. You're on the verge. Your blood is boiling at the sight of this man, remembering the things he did to you, the things he did to your friends, your family, your neighbors, so long ago in the dusty old town of Cape Karma.
Can I try to help Snapper out of any ongoing hypnosis?
Yeah, you can give me another hypnosis of your own.
Ooh, let's see how that goes.
Ooh, not great. You want to push it?
I do not.
That could be a really fun push.
I think that this is just him kind of trying to counter hypnosis and, yeah, knowing that there's something more than just the usual stuff going on. It's not really working.
You feel the power on display here and know that your mere parlor tricks are not enough to counteract it, not without tapping into the power of the other side, something you haven't dared access since the day that the red spade came into your possession.
I think that, like, feeling this, Dakota just kind of has his hand on the deck of cards that he keeps on his person. Just in case.
Just in case.
I think at this point, Javier detects. Yeah, he knows things are. He sees what's happening to Snapper. The vibes are rancid in here.
Absolutely.
Is there something I should roll? Maybe occult to kind of get a better sense of like where this guy. Trying to like basically get on his wavelength if I can a little bit to better understand the power that he has and maybe try to like circumvent it in some way.
Absolutely. Give me that occult roll.
Oh my god.
You get the impression that this man commands immense power. As you gaze upon him, you feel that power flooding into you. That commanding presence, you quiver in fear at it. He is overwhelming. He is all-encompassing. Give me a sanity check. You have fucked up so bad, immediate sanity damage.
Jesus Christ.
Am I rolling sanity damage immediately, or am I rolling a sanity check as well?
A check, because you can minimize it to 1 if you succeed on your check. Well, 2d6.
Kai has fucked with the roll table. The probabilities are astronomical.
98, 90, 99, 99, 100. Ooh, boy.
Fucking insane.
I roll
It's
a
like Christmas.
D6, is it? Or
2d6.
2d6 because you had a critical failure. All right. 5 is the exact amount you need for an immediate mental break. Congrats, everybody. We finally got one.
It was always going to be Javier.
You're not gonna trick us into clapping for that, Kai.
One hand clapping is still applause that I am worthy of.
Eyes
Now.
fall, everyone dies.
Now, Javier, you feel this overwhelming, maddening gaze of his burrowing into your soul. How do you react to that as your fragile grip on sanity snaps like a twig?
Get out of my head. Get out of my head.
This draws his full attention. He gazes upon you, grinning as he says, "So many blessed offerings gathered in this place, already touched by the great beyond. You will be a glorious one." And he begins stepping closer towards Javier.
Instead, he finds
With
a
him
jet.
a little distracted, is it possible that Snapper could also roll an occult here to kind of clock his vibe, understand what's going on?
Sure, give me another occult.
I'm going to spend the luck on that.
You know, spend the luck to push that over. As he gazes towards Javier and eases his attention off of Snapper, you realize this old man is incredibly frail. It's as if hatred and resentment are the only things still propping him up. Whatever power he commands is purely of the mind. And as he staggers towards Javier, he finds Jet blocking his path. What is Jet doing?
No. You don't get to be real. Not after these decades, not after all this fucking time.
His gaze now looks up, craning his neck up to see Jet. And he squints his one eye that is still capable of such a movement, scrutinizing you. Slowly, a recognition dawning across his face as he says, "Flesh of my flesh, promised son, how can you yet live?"
Is that roll?
I believe Javier is rolling for a random madness effect. Let's see what that is on the D10 table. Let me dig that up and pop it out. Amnesia. Ooh, that's a fun one. Let's see. Call of Cthulhu reference. Sanity. Bout of madness. The investigator comes to their senses in some unfamiliar place with no memory of who they are. Their memories will slowly return to them over time. Javier, this is such a traumatic mental break as this overwhelming presence invades and ensorcels your mind, that your mind empties out completely. You fall to your knees, not sure who or where you even are right now.
What the hell happened? Where am I? Who are you?
Papa Coyote tries to circumvent Jet to look at Javier again. Does Jet move to block him?
Shove.
Ooh, shove. He manages to stagger back out of the way. He's slow, but he can still manage that much, at least. He turns his attention back to Jet. What's that?
Look at me. You put me in the dark. You don't even fucking care, do you?
You are the key. You opened the door. You were the offering. Did they refuse you? Is that what went wrong? Was the fruit of my loins not good enough?
I don't fucking care. What you fucking did to me.
Disappointment, just like you always were.
And punch. Alright, well, Jet's not doing amazing right now.
No. What is with our rolls tonight? These are some very interesting rolls.
This would be good rolls in any other fucking system.
Would you like to spend 29 luck to make that connect?
I don't have 29 luck. I've never had 29 luck.
He staggers backwards again, a wry, cracked, and withered laugh escaping his gnarled lips. He says, "But that's fine. We'll just promise you again. See what we can call this time. We're still waiting for the answer."
Who the fuck do you think you are?
I am the voice of God himself, bringing justice for all those interred here.
You're a fucking idiot.
Boy, I never should have made you.
So, at this point, I think Javier would try to just start, like, crawling out the room. Would anything try and stop me from doing that?
I think at this point, Keaton also is like, fuck this. And then she reaches down probably to help Javi up. Even if he doesn't recognize her, she's just gonna try and get him on his feet so that they can book it.
Give me a spot check for Javier. Javier, as you're down on the ground, crawling towards the exit, you spot an eye looking back at you from beneath the door. There's someone cowering down there, covering their eyes as you glimpse upon them, before Keaton helps you to your feet to get the hell out of there.
Come on, let's go. This is a bad idea. This was a bad idea.
Where am I? What the fuck is happening?
Just come on. And I think she's gonna try to exit. She's going to be trying to make her way back to the elevator in the morgue. However long that takes, if that means we exit the scene, whatever, that's where she's going.
All right, excellent. That leaves Jet, Snapper, and Dakota still here in the chapel with Papa Coyote as he begins staggering towards Jet, holding out his arms as if in a hug. And he says, "Come here, boy. Let's put you to good use after all."
There's no one left, is there? Not a single person. You took everything.
I did what I had to do to bring salvation, to bring redemption, to burn the heart out of corruption, the very corruption that lingers at the heart of this beast. He then gestures downward at the raging sodomite they keep locked up here.
You don't think about him again. You're not leaving. There's only one way that this fucking ends. I'll bring you salvation. Jed is going to try to choke him to death.
Ooh, all right. Give me
Can
a
I help?
strength. Yeah.
God, Jesus fucking Christ. No. Something's wrong with Jet.
Something's very wrong with you.
Is that unpushable?
That's technically a combat roll since you are attempting to choke someone to death, so it's not pushable, no. And you didn't have 29 luck, so I don't suppose you have 28 luck either.
No.
You wrap your hands around him, pushing him to the ground, and he just wheezes out a raspy laugh in your face, mocking you at your continued failure to do anything. You've never done nothing right in your entire life. Why would you start now?
Oh no, I was free of you. This was over.
It's never over. God remembers for eternity.
You don't get to be here. You don't get to keep taking.
What I take for the Lord, boy. Now get up and give me a willpower check for
That's a
Jet.
bad one. What are dice?
You succeed this time. You feel him tugging at your mind, trying to worm his way in and overwhelm you, command you to do his bidding. But even though you find yourself on the verge of tears, nay, beginning to cry as those left in the room see the black ferrofluid sludge that the other side creatures are composed of starting to dribble down your cheeks. He can't gain purchase in your mind. Your turmoil is too great. Your rage, your hatred for this man, you will never let him tell you what to do again.
I'm not yours anymore. You don't get to put me back.
Now why don't you give me another combat roll of your choice. You have some options here. You do have that pipe you wrenched off the jail bars. You do have the Supreme Gun, that which is supposedly capable of ending what has come from the other side.
Can I roll to assist here?
Sure. What are you assisting with, and how are you assisting? Paint me a picture.
I think that like Dakota's just kind of looking back and forth between what's happening with Jet and this old freak and Snapper. I don't know if
Snapper
still
has a look of total confusion of like, who the hell is this? What? Why does it sound like Jet's related to him? What do I even do here?
And I think that at this point, all Dakota could think to do is just to help Jet. He has the deck of cards in his hand and just compresses it and just shoots all the cards at Papa Coyote's face.
50 to pick up in the face. Got
exactly.
it. All right. Roll that.
Can I use
for
a
me.
sleight of hand for that?
Yeah, I love that.
Oh, I don't want to push that.
You could luck it. It's for 16 luck.
I'm already low.
It's now or never.
What would be? You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna push it.
All right.
That's worse.
As you begin flinging the cards in his face, it happens again. You feel a pit in your stomach forming, and you know that it's happening. Every time you have put together a deck of cards, no matter what kind, ever since the incident, the red spade appears within it. And when it is drawn, Papa Coyote vanishes from sight.
Did we where'd he go?
What the
No.
hell is going on?
No.
It's
Fighting
good,
roll
right?
on the floor. Still bad. Jesus Christ.
Do you want to spend 2 luck to punch the floor better?
No.
You wail on the floor, your knuckles getting bruised and bloody from the hard embrace of that unforgiving concrete. And you hear his laugh echoing throughout the chapel. Everyone hears his laugh. He may be gone, but he is not forgotten. The room begins to shake, your perception of reality shifting as the arena spins around you. And you see him begin to materialize anew. Changed. Different. Other.
Uh-huh.
Question really quick. Is the changes to the environment, like the ground shaking and everything, is this tangible to Keaton and Javi as well, wherever they're going?
No, this seems to be limited to this room in particular.
Okay.
Standing before you, now floating slightly off the ground, you see a transformed Papa Coyote, Pastor Willis. Eyes sprouting from the markings made across his body, glowing red, crimson, ethereal hands appearing where his own once were. You can't send me away that easily. But I'll sure send you right to hell where you belong. And that is where combat is going to begin.
Oh, he's got hands.
Oh, he got hands now.
That's
fair.
not helpful.
So let me get y'all out and put y'all into combat order. This is going to be fun.
Got that
Everybody's-
Rayman fit.
Oh, absolutely. It's very.
Oh
quick.
no! I hate that.
So let's see. Dakota's still here.
Not that raving rabbit's rids.
I hate that. That's a tongue twister I never want in my mouth. All right, get these 4. Put them in the initiative tracker.
Combat's gone great for us so far.
Yeah, you guys are great at it. He raises his arm palm forward towards Jet, and you all get the impression that he's about to do something catastrophic. But he's not young. He's not spry. The 3 of you can easily move before him. Dakota, you're up first.
Oh. I just want to clarify. So Snapper isn't currently like afflicted with anything.
He's not zonked out. He was
Okay, I just
ordered to
wanted-
do some
okay.
minor things.
Jesus. There's not really a lot to do here to be helpful.
You could go
I
Three
think-
Stooges and all those eyes.
Yeah, I was about to say I might try to throw some of the throwing scalpels I got on me
Ooh.
at him.
Throwing
It's not-
scalpels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The medical
they're
instrument.
medical throwing scalpels. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doctors use them to throw. They're not quite the trick knives I'm used to, but they'll do. Maybe. I'm gonna spend a point of luck.
1 luck. That'll do it. This is what we save our luck for. We don't spend 29 luck on an emotional crisis roll.
What do I
We sp-
roll for this? It says 1d4.
you
Is
are-
that it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll just roll. Oh my god, I cannot read this text. Sorry. I'll just roll 1d4.
Okay.
Great.
That's a 1. Where are you shooting for in his body? You going for the face? You going for the chest? Pick your target.
Center mass.
Center mass. The scalpel manages to pierce into one of the eyes on the center of his chest, but disturbingly, it sinks into the black of the pupil as if it were a hole, slowly pulling further into him, as if he is absorbing it into his body.
Oh, that didn't go how I thought it would. What do y'all got?
Snapper.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
It's just the 2 least combat inclined people in the party. It's fine.
I can't just let him go for Jet. Snapper pulling the knife from his bag, running up, leave Jet alone, and tries to just stab him right in the chest with it. This weird horror thing. I don't actually have the knife on my sheet. How would you like me to roll it?
Just give me a fighting roll,
All right.
and then it'll be a D4 plus your BD. That is a success.
Yay.
And then let's see, your BD is.
Jesus Christ, where are these low rolls before?
The worst rolls possible.
Yep. That seems to be at least a little more effective than the scalpel. It plunges into him, but he is strangely firm. The knife catches and you cannot pull it back out. You don't see blood emerging from his wound, but dust. It's
Ew.
almost as if you have stabbed a particularly tightly packed sandbag. Next up is Jet.
Jet is gonna full body tackle him out of the sky.
Excellent. He's easy to reach. He's not too far above the
So
ground.
that's, I guess, fighting.
Yeah, give me a fighting.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Do you know how hard it is to roll a bad fighting roll on this character?
You've made it seem very approachable.
I have a 72
You do?
in fighting.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Jesus
How much
Christ.
luck do you have?
I'm really... I'm apparently that guy that sells the hits in a wrestling match. Jesus Christ.
You leap up and latch onto him, and it feels as if he is an anchor fixed in the air. You hang from him, unable to bring him down. That was a mistake, boy. But what else do I expect? Your whole life's been a mistake.
Oh boy.
He reaches out towards Jet with those crimson hands, wrapping them around your back as if in a fatherly embrace, only to claw them across your back, squeezing you tight against his chest as he rakes through your flesh. Let's see here.
Oh.
Let's do his power roll.
Does he get to dodge?
Oh.
Oh, he rolled a 1. That's a critical
Jesus.
success.
Can we...
Fucking Christ. What are with these rolls today?
So that means he's going to do the maximum amount of damage to Jet. However, you can still choose to attempt to dodge. You would need to roll a 1. Or you can fight back.
Jesus Christ.
Which would you prefer?
Jet's gonna try to rip his throat out
Excellent.
with his jaws.
So after his turn resolves, he deals 6 hit point and sanity damage to you.
Oh,
as the...
that means something too.
Uh-huh. That means you are going to have a bout of madness. Everybody loves one of those, and we got 2 tonight, aren't we lucky?
Brutal.
You have a lot of HP, though, so that is not a risk of a major
No,
wound.
that's still less than half my health.
Yep. So, how does you... I don't need to ask this, but for posterity, how does your bout of madness manifest? I think I know.
Let's see. I was gonna have it manifest in paranoia, but that seems really irrelevant at the moment. Like, that seems like a cheap, like a cop out at this
He's out
point.
to get you.
Because I thought that Jet might be paranoid that everyone was going to turn on him and Melvin, but he's currently being opened, so that sounds stupid. Shit. Most of these would be stupid. It might just be unhinged frenzy.
That sounds like a good one, and that sounds very relevant to the task at hand, especially since you immediately get an opportunity to go for his throat since you are fighting back against his attack.
I now am filled with uncontrolled rage and violence directed at literally everyone for 10 turns.
10?
Yeah, 10. So this boss fight is a phase 2 if we win.
The beast is unleashed.
All right, what is my attack roll for?
Give me a fighting.
Okay, because I don't think canine jaws are a weapon in Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah, you don't have anything separate for that, so it's just treated as unarmed. That's a success.
He finally hit.
Uh-huh.
That's 1.
Is it a punch roll?
Yep. So that'd be a D3 plus 1 damage since you confirmed hit.
Oh shit. Okay, sure. Let's roll it out.
All right. You do 3 damage as your teeth crunch into his neck, spraying sand from the wounds.
Oh.
Does he not get his DB bonus?
His DB bonus is 1.
Oh, it's just straight 1.
No, sorry, it's 1d4. I was wrong. So actually, give me a d4. I was looking at your build, not your DB.
I thought that seemed a little weak.
Yeah.
1 more.
Okay.
All right, so it's 4 damage total then. Excellent. You clamp down on his neck and feel whatever passes for life in his decrepit old body beginning to drain from him. He groans, shouting out and staggering, beginning to waver in the air. You may not have been able to pull him down, but this berserker frenzy you have entered into is starting to make him waver.
So is my back covered in eyes now?
The wounds that he clawed across your back begin opening into confused golden eyes. They dart around, maddening as they behold that which you were not meant to see. Dakota.
Ah. I have a penalty die on all sanity checks now.
Yep.
So, out of character, I'm torn between trying to get help and help in the moment. I think as the least damaged person here, though, like that's kind of where I'm struggling with to find out. Because on one hand, I would like to try to cause a distraction in order to do that. I don't know if that's something I could do on one turn, where I would, I guess my first action, and we can resolve if something else is possible afterwards, is that looking around the room, I think Dakota is just trying to find anything to like throw at these two as they're floating in the air.
There's some low-hanging hands you could grab.
Yeah, I'm gonna slap him with some hands if possible. Fuck, that'd be another throwing roll though. I'm not great at those, but
You could just use them as a reach extender and hit him manually without throwing.
Not even better. It's not better. Sleight of hand, maybe.
A sleight of many hands.
What would be the appropriate roll here?
I'd allow a sleight of hand. That's a creative use of that.
I'm trying to sleight him with the hand. Is the thing.
Uh-huh.
Oh, great. Or not.
All right, that's not gonna gain purchase. Unfortunately, the hands you procure hanging from the ceiling by chains are real fat and ungainly. They're not suited to this kind of work. You should have picked better hands. What's wrong with you?
I realized that this is obvious to the audience, but it might not have been obvious to all the other players who aren't looking at Fugi actively, but during the earlier argument, Jet's glasses came off.
Oh,
That's nasty.
I realized, I'm like, oh wait, this might not be knowledge to other players because they're not looking at what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
There you go.
So,
Oh no.
It's fine. You wouldn't have seen it yet anyway.
after this doesn't go well, is there a hall to run like out to and yell for help?
Yep, there's a hall right outside here. That's the one that Keaton and amnesiac Hobby just fled down.
Shit, I don't want to just run, but
Sometimes
I
tucking
think-
and running against the unimaginable horrors is the thing to do.
you know, I'm gonna flip the coin.
Is he flipping a coin in universe too?
Mentally.
Yes.
Heads I stay, tails I run.
You could roll a 1d2, yeah.
I
What is
literally
it?
can't run.
Okay, so I'm gonna start running a bit. I'm gonna cut tail and run.
All right. You run out into the hall calling for help. And I think Keaton and Javi, you do hear that. You hear these pleas for help. Do you continue on your march away from this scene, or does this reach you in a way that makes you want to double back and help your friends evacuate from this accursed place?
I think because Keaton was kind of already guiding me along, I would just immediately go, "Who is he? What does he want?" As I sort of point in Dakota's direction.
Something is really bad is happening. And I think she stops in the hallway and looks back. Can Dakota see us?
Yes.
I mean, I think Keaton is. She's making it very clear where they're going. I think she looks scared. This is a moment to cut and run. So I think she just looks at Dakota and she says, "Come on, no, we can't. This way."
It's Jet's really hurt. There's I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
We'll figure something out. Just come on.
We can't just leave them there.
You can, and you probably should.
What the hell's happening in there? What's gonna happen if we? What the fuck is going on?
It's a problem we'll have to deal with after. We can't. This is bad.
Where even am I? What is this place?
I'll explain everything in a minute. Just go. And I think she's pushing him towards the morgue.
I know a lot of stuff's happening and this is still technically in combat. Is there a chance to try to, like, snap Javi awake from this, or is this just
that's gonna take some time?
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna remove Dakota from the combat. Now there's only 2 left. We've already forced 3 of our combatants to flee against the overwhelming might of Papa Coyote, and only 2 remain. Snapper, do you want to join them?
Do I see the wounds on Jet's back?
You do. You see those eyes bursting open, trembling, fragile, beholding the horrors of the cosmos.
Yeah, nope. That's gonna be a big old nope. A quick, can I do a spot check around the room just to try to get an idea? Maybe there's something I could do, even though I'm pretty well committed to nope.
All right, give me a spot check. The only thing you can think of is that the door that has been unhinged might make for a decent impromptu weapon, but that might also let out whoever's beneath it. You're not sure necessarily if that is the play here, but it's certainly a play.
No. Jet, get off him. Go. Run. And Snapper stumbles out the door to bolt after Dakota.
All right. Excellent. We're down to 1. The last one. Jet.
I'm sorry, Jet.
How's it going? Feeling cute, might die later.
Oh, might die now.
Uh-huh. All right. Since nothing else is working, gun? I'm not out of ammo. Don't lie to me, game.
I don't think I loaded it, but whatever. You can just do a shooting roll.
We've fired 2 shots, I think.
1, didn't it? I fired 1 shot at an eye once.
Yeah, and I thought we fired 1 before we encountered the eye as well.
Maybe. I just didn't mechanically put it into the gun macro.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Is multi-shot for like a specific ability?
Yeah.
Because conceptually he would try to fire everything, but that's not how turn works then.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, single shot. I don't know how to fire this gun.
That's okay. Just give me a shooting roll.
Okay. Where the fuck?
It's called
Firearms. There we
firearms.
go.
Sorry. All right.
Come
That
on, man.
is not quite enough, unfortunately. You shoot at him, and something about the tears streaming through your golden eyes make it difficult to see. Your bleary vision is warbling around him. It feels as if he's not solid. He's not staying put. Your shot goes wide and knocks the cross off the wall behind him.
Good.
Does it flip upside down?
It does.
God
It's super
damn it.
metal.
God damn it.
Still holding you in that otherworldly embrace, he rakes his claws further around your sides now, as if trying to make a full ring of eyes around your midsection. So he's going to make a power roll.
Oh
Strength success. Yeah.
What the
Do you
fuck is happening?
Do you want to dodge or fight back?
Is dodging still basically impossible?
You have to beat his, you have to get an extreme success.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Maybe fighting is a good idea at this point. You are frenzied.
Yeah, you could fight back.
Yeah,
That is an
no,
option.
I'm once again gonna fight back again. I'm
All
getting
right.
twice as many attack rolls as he does,
is
and I'm
fucking
still losing.
Ridiculous.
Can he fight back with the gun still, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So he's going to do his damage first. Hey, he rolled maximum.
Uh-huh.
That's 6 more sanity and he'll 10 point damage.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, Jet,
All
you
I
ain't
really
looking
said
so
is-
good.
This is for those doors.
Uh-huh.
The weight of 1,000 doors is crawling upon your back.
Down to 64 sanity.
And how much
that-
health?
3. After losing 12 in 2 turns. So Jet, in fact, can take hits eventually. He does take... People do hit him sometimes, it turns out.
Uh-huh.
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 Do you double break from sanity? Does it keep happening?
No, but if you take a certain amount, it becomes indefinite.
Oh.
So that'd be fun.
Oh.
We'll resolve that after combat if you survive it.
Uh-huh.
You get to roll damage now, though, right?
Yeah, you hit him. You can roll damage.
Okay.
D4 plus a D3.
Ooh. Alright.
This is fucking insane.
You say 1d4 plus 1d3?
Yep.
Yeah.
Literally the worst rolls nonstop.
Maybe dice are evil.
People in my chat are convinced that there is a glitch in the system that's ruining this game for us.
I had to look it up. You cannot modify the probabilities in Foundry.
No. They are very secure about that.
The dice tell a story, friends, and this
I can't
story
believe
is a
that
horror
I
story.
can't believe he has boss dice.
Mm-hmm. Hearing
Uh-huh.
the absolute chaos that is breaking out in this room and hearing the wails of those who are running away from it. I'm sorry, Jet, but things are about to get so much worse.
How?
Someone else arrives.
No.
Hearing your agonized howls, hearing you so tormented, so filled with rage and hatred, Melvin emerges from his exile outside and sees you getting your shit shoved in by this old man.
This seems worse.
He begins breathing louder and heavier. Seeing you in this state, causing him to McFucking lose it.
God damn
Let
it.
me roll his initiative, put him in the tracker. You've got one more turn before he gets one.
Let's see. So he's currently functionally bound and opened. I don't think pop culture is going to save him this time.
Chat's right. They need to roll a sanity check.
Let's see.
I
didn't make a character that has, like, tricks.
Tricks are nice to have.
If his eyes do anything, he doesn't know how.
Yup.
You sure eye powers? They have eye beams or some shit. I don't know.
I bite
Cyclops
him.
on his ass.
I'm stalling because I don't know what to do a turn. Let's see.
Move him a little bit. There we go.
He's got a fun little halo.
Yeah,
He's
look at
an
that.
angel.
He's divine, an agent of God.
I'm gonna do something insane.
I like that.
Seems appropriate.
Rope work.
Ooh. We have a successful rope work on our hands.
Huh?
Are you gonna choke him out with a rope? You gonna noosify him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the
All
fuck?
right. I'm gonna give him a con. Let's check against that. All right. He is just barely hanging in there, starting to choke and gasp as that rope is wound around his neck. His hands clutching up for it, but passing through the rope, unable to gain purchase on it.
This probably has the configuration where Jet is pulling down from behind Willis's back with the rope, and so Willis is arching back, while Jet also just has fucking claws in his back. It's not an ideal fighting stance. It's a shit show.
Yeah. All right. Now
Good
let's-
description of this episode so far.
Oh, absolutely.
Uh-huh. Once people started leaving, I was like, is the door gonna fucking close? And we'll see what happened later.
The door cannot close. You knocked it off its hinges.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Thanks, me.
Thanks, B. You're a real mensch. All right.
So he succeeded, so I probably didn't make any progress towards him not opening me anymore.
That's true.
Uh-huh.
But now we have Melvin in the fray.
That's
Let's
bad.
see what he's gonna do. Melvin rears up on his hind legs, standing impossibly tall over the both of you, looming overhead like a giant. You see his eyes go blank as he allows instinct to overcome him, reaching down and gripping Papa Coyote, Pastor Willis, your father. He's gonna make a size roll.
Oh,
He gets an extreme success on his size roll.
wow, look at cause
Good
dice.
for us, right? Yeah. Okay, hold up. 1, 2, 3. That's insane.
He plucks this man out of the air and shoves him head first down his drooling, monstrous gullet,
Oh.
ending up getting him halfway down in one gulp. Papa Coyote now hangs from Melvin's monstrous maw. And he still has a noose tied around his neck.
Uh-huh.
All right, Papa Coyote's turn.
Should have led with that.
Let's see. What's he gonna do? What can he do in this situation? I don't think hypnosis is gonna help him right now.
Huh.
He's gonna try and escape.
Uh-huh.
He tries his best to wriggle free, shouting obscenities into the belly of the beast as he is slowly lowered further and further into your husband's distending stomach. Jet's turn.
Jet's still in a blood rage.
Yep.
I should be keeping a better turn count.
Three.
Yeah, if you look at the top of the initiative tracker, it says the current round.
Okay, did it say what round? Do we know what round it happened? Shit.
That was round 1 that he fucked you
Okay.
up.
Round 4. Jet is... Jet's not letting go of the rope.
Yep.
So this is now a Melvin versus Jet strength contest over Pastor Willis.
What a romantic tug of war.
No.
No.
As he gets pulled in, fucking... Jet might be standing on Melvin's giant face,
Yeah.
just pulling upward at the rope, trying to split this fucker in half, essentially.
Ooh.
And trying, or pull him back out, but he wants to kill him so badly, and this doesn't count. So Jet does not accept that because he's doing it. That's the only thing that exists right now.
All right. Give me fighting.
Is it fighting or I guess it could be fighting. Fighting's my better stat.
That's true. Give us fighting.
This is deeply cursed.
This is deeply unsettling. Are your dice okay? Have you talked to them lately? Did you talk them in?
That's because you can't press fighting rolls, right?
No, but you can spend luck if you will spend 18 luck.
18 isn't
18?
that bad. He's really mad.
It's true.
27 minus 18 takes me down to 9. So if there's anything targets worst luck things coming, we know who to. We don't have to check. All right, so I spent 18 luck.
Excellent. Give me a D4 plus D3 for damage, and I'm also going to make him do a con check. I keep wanting to say con save because I'm so used to the D&D ecosystem.
Yeah.
So D&D build.
All right, you deal 3 more damage to him. That is piling up, but he is not choking out. He is not put unconscious by the asphyxiation, the lack of air and sand flow to his brain. He is still writhing, squirming, trying his best to defeat the very beast that he came prepared to put down so many lives to expunge from this prison.
That feel familiar, you fucking coward? That familiar bite when you pull it fucking taut.
Now it's Melvin's turn. Let's get another size roll from Melvin.
Uh-huh.
You know, Sometimes you make a character and they're just really, really good. You ever do that?
I think in this case, the character is Caw, the DM. And by make a character, he means roll the dice in Foundry because it's cheating and it likes him more.
Oh, this is good. This is good for me. I hope this is good for you. Now,
These are percentile dice.
yeah. Melvin begins to gulp and swallow, churning as he pulls Pastor Willis, Papa Coyote, further down into him, soon disappearing entirely as his jaws snap shut, only the rope pressing out from between his lips. And as he does, his rage subsides, those bestial instincts fading away as you see that uncertain, frightened gaze return to him. You can tell with a glance, even consumed with rage as you are, that he doesn't know what just came over him. That wasn't him in control. Give me a willpower check for Jet.
Hey, the only good roll. Why am I winning at willpower today? And only that.
Happening, actually.
Yeah, this session has been nothing but extremes, and there's gotta be. I refuse.
It's weird. We kind of this was something we experienced last season in Deadloss with Savage Worlds, where it's like, oh wow, these dice get really extreme because they keep exploding. We'll go to a system that's like more in the middle. In this system, it's rare to get an extreme success or a critical failure. But tonight we're proving that way wrong. Oh my goodness. Jet, with that willpower roll, you manage to snap back to your senses. Seeing Melvin like this, seeing him frightened of himself, of all things, brings you back from the brink. You are no longer in a fit of rage. You are no longer consumed by hatred. You now see this scared, vulnerable man that you love before you, and you know what it is that he needs. Combat is over.
I think Jet just slides down in a just fucking heap over whatever tangle of limbs and horns and shit is going on here. And he wraps his arms around Melvin, but the moment his feet hit the ground, he just deflates and he just screams long and hard and hoarse.
Coyote, actually.
Jesus Christ.
Melvin falls back on all fours, then all sixes, on the ground with you, sobbing and crying as his massive gut sloshes down beneath him. And he says...
Poor choice. Mobius Leaf just did a backflip.
I didn't know what was happening. It just felt natural. I'm a fucking monster.
We're here. We're here. And he's in the dark. He's in the dark now, and he's gone. And he can't come back again.
And as these two slowly come down from the rage-fueled battle they were embroiled in, coming to post-war clarity. That's where we're going to take our break.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna scream until I fucking die, like for real.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna go yell into a pillow real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, that's what we all need from time to time. We'll be right back, everybody. Enjoy
I'm stressed out.